and welcome to another Rural Pickin' Dad video. This is not going to be your typical, hey, I just bought a locker, look at this cool stuff, or not so cool stuff that I found. Today's video, I'm going to kind of show you where I'm at with the part-time picker shack. You hear me talk about it a lot, and I shoot a lot of video there, but this building is in need of repair. So I thought I'd show you today where I'm at with the part-time picker shack.
Rural Pickin' Dad, finding the good and the bad. It's Rural Pickin' Dad.
So in late 2019, just a few months before the world kind of fell apart, my wife and I actually purchased this beautiful 200-plus-year-old estate in rural Vermont. And on the property was this outbuilding, which I'm calling the part-time picker shack. And this building was originally an antique shop that a lady was selling out of years and years ago. And actually the lady we bought the home from, she was selling, reselling and selling antiques out of it as well. So when I saw this building, I kind of just put my blinders on. I said, this really could be a cool space for my resale business. What I didn't really pay attention to was the real estate agent saying, this building's not built very well. But I'm just like, oh yeah, we'll get to it. But she was right. It is in disrepair. I have been spending the last summer, and now I'm starting on this summer, repairing and trying to save this building. Last summer I started on the back end, but pretty much the bottom boards that are supposed to be holding the building up on all the foundation are rotting. They are like compost. So I've been doing my best to do what I can to get that shirt back up and save this building. So today's video is just me going to the next stage of saving the part-time picker shack. I hope you enjoy. So I just wanted to show you guys kind of the project I have dove into in an effort to save the part-time picker shack. So I just recently ripped this wall down. Last summer was the start. So as you can see here, dirt has built up over the years on this foundation and just rotted it away. And it was last year that I discovered how bad it was. Actually on this back corner, it was so rotten that I thought the building was going to fall in. So I rebuilt this whole back end, as you can see here. I'll back up a little bit. And yeah, I had to reframe it. I actually kind of built it out like a deck almost from the inside out because the floorboards were so rotted out, and I had to replace the floor in there. So yeah, so this is what I've done so far. And now, in an effort, I mean, you can actually almost even just see how these boards have bowed out because they're not even sitting on the foundation anymore. I've got some support on the inside now holding this up so that I can tear this wall down. So yeah, it's a mess. So yeah, a lot of the funds that I get from buying storage lockers are going into this right now. But you know what? To me, this is an investment because this will become a space where I can sell, an actual retail space. So I'm looking at this as an investment. But right now, I've got a lot of work ahead of me. So yeah, I think I'm going to kick up a time lapse here and start working, tearing these walls down and putting up the new lumber. I have a feeling someone in the comments will say I'm probably doing it wrong. Yeah, but that's how it goes, right? So yeah, so I'm going to get to work and hopefully get this building saved. I just wanted to show you how bad this actually was. I mean, there's nothing holding that board up, pretty much the whole way down. Luckily on this corner, there's still a little bit of wood left, so it's holding it up. But again, I have this supported with some beams and stuff up from the inside, so it's not going to fall or anything. But yeah, really rough shape. So I'm going to replace all this, put all new wood down through here, and sure this thing up. Alright guys, I am losing light, so this is where I'm gonna finish today. But as you can see, I have put in a new pressure treated board along the foundation. I've anchored it the best I can to the original building. It really was just rotten. I was just pulling the board out. I didn't have to do any prying with hammers or anything. The wood just came out in pieces, so it was gone. So again, this is pressure treated wood. I put in these 2x4s, and I've actually snugged them in a little tighter. I did measurements, but then I actually went a little longer than that to actually push the roof line back up just a little bit. It was sagging. I did have to put in some extra 2x4s along the top here. They were pretty, there were some that were rotted out, so I re-shored that up. Using wood I actually found in another locker, so the lockers provide, right? So, but yeah, so I'm making progress. Is this building worth saving? I think so. It's definitely not built the best, but it's a neat old building. I think it'll be a great retail space in the end. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna stop here, but I'll start on it tomorrow most likely and get some more video hopefully. All right, here we are, day 2, trying to save the part-time picker shack. I had to go get some more 2x4s. I'm gonna hopefully finish framing in the rest of this wall and getting it wrapped in. I do have a window that I gotta frame in as well. So, but overall, it's coming along, and cost-wise, I'm well under. I'm probably under $500 easily. I'm probably under $300. And one of the things that saved me some money is I usually, when I find screws or nails, I tend to set those aside and save them, and they do come in handy, especially on projects like this. So that's good to know. And yeah, it's overall moving along. You probably saw that when I was putting up these 2x4s, I'm doing it one by one. I'm not framing in the whole wall at once, just because the measurements are all over the place on a project like this. There's no squares, there's nothing even. So yeah, I'm doing it piece by piece, but we're getting there. But I do hope to wrap this up and get it wrapped by midday today, because we do have some weather coming. So let's get started. We're making some progress here. Got this section of the wall done and wrapped. The windows installed. Still have to put some weather stripping around that, weatherize it a little more before going on to the next phase of doing the siding and stuff. But you know what? Yeah, she's coming together. It gives me good comfort knowing that there's an actual board on the foundation now. So, but yeah, definitely some challenges in when you're building and fixing an old shed. As I got closer to this corner right over here, the less and less plumb the building became. But I did my best to level it out the most that I could, and overall that's what trim's for and stuff, right? You cover up all that stuff down the road. So yeah. So next phase is we'll start doing some siding. We'll probably do the board and batten just like here on the front of the building. So yeah, but yeah, I think I got a few little things to tidy up here. But overall, I think I'm happy with the way it turned out with my work. I'm definitely not a professional handyman, but for a DIY project, I think I did okay. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. And maybe I'll make another video as I continue on projects on this. I've got to do siding. I've got to put a new roof on it as well, so to make sure that it doesn't rot again and so forth. But yeah, so maybe I'll make another one of these videos. If you guys like it, let me know what you think. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and stay kind. A little kindness goes a long way.